Hey fellow Dracomites, it's me, J-Man Jones. I'm sorry I'm talking so low, it's because my throat is sore, but I'm going to tell you all about the tools, some of the tools that I use to make cosplays. First up is the utility or X-Acto knife. Not sure what this one is, but I think it's an X-Acto knife. Actually, I have an X-Acto knife. This is a box cutter. Box cutters are used to cut material like foam, cardboard, fabrics, and to cut it on, I use a Breeman Precision cutting mat. As you can see, I use this a lot. I use it for paint. I use it for cutting materials. A lot of like scratches. I'll show you the scratches up close. There's all scratches that you put on there over years and over months and months and years of building. And I get this one from the dollar store or Michaels. Michaels have those huge ones that you can use to cut fabrics and stuff. But let's move on to the utility knife. This knife, I use it always. Haven't changed the blade on it. Got a little bit of hot glue on there, but as you can see, it's a little bit rusted. It's a little bit like painted up. Like, I use this knife a lot. I also use the X-Acto blade a lot. So box cutters and X-Acto blades are really perfect for cutting materials like cardboard, foam core, a bunch of different materials. But I wouldn't recommend cutting fabric with this because this would dull your knife. So the other tool I'm going to talk about is the hot glue gun. I know you should use, like with foam, I should use, what's it called? I'm trying to think of the name. Tell me the name down below. It's like a pot of glue that you, adhesive. Contact adhesive, that's what it is. Contact adhesive glue, contact cement, that's what it's called, contact cement. Usually I'd use contact cement, but I don't have that right now because there's fumes in it and it kind of makes your nose all broken. But I use the glue gun. I use a Crafty mini low temp glue gun. As you can see, it's a little bit like gummed up because of all the times I use it. I have two of these. I have two glue guns. Reason why, because you always have to be prepared in case you always run out of glue or the glue gun breaks down. So why use the glue gun and not contact cement or any other glues like the super glue? I sometimes use super glue for some things, but I use hot glue because it's fast, it's hot, and I've actually burned myself a couple times with hot glue. But I don't use the big, cheap, expensive glue guns from like the hardware store. I use this one, and it's never let me down. All you do is plug it in this long cord, make sure it doesn't get caught into like it doesn't get burned right here, and you can always reload this. You can always reload it with little glue guns. I'm gonna see if I can find the glue pellets that I use. I can't find them, but they're the little dollar store ones that you can use. You can buy like a pack of like 30 or 100, and that's what I use for my glue gun. Another tool I want to talk about is, let me see if I can find it. It's called a fabric cutter. Couldn't find that, but here's a tool I use often to make small details. I use a small grasping hole punch. I use a hole punch because it can make rivets. It can make any small detail that's round. Like rivets is mostly used for making. I made rivets for my Michael Myers knife, which I'm going to get right now. As you can see, I made these little rivets of aluminum foil tape, and actually I used the X-Acto blade to cut the tape when it was loose. So this tool, and this tool were all made to create this. I have a tutorial linked in the description, which I'm going to do that when I done the video. I'm going to put a link in the description how I made this knife on Props 101, my other series. It's all about making a knife out of simple materials: cardboard, hot glue gun, X-Acto knife, aluminum foil tape, and hole punch. I used all those materials to make this knife. So go check out my video of Props 101, the very first episode, how to make a Michael Myers knife, and you'll see how I made this. So guys, that's all for the tools that I use. I'm going to do a part 2 to this video about like other tools I use. That's all. The series is all about like materials and stuff that I use, and plus the stuff that I made. So next episode I'm going to talk about masks, all the masks I use, and also I'm going to go over a bunch of like methods that you can make masks. I haven't made one yet. I've only made a helmet but I have made one mask, so I'm going to talk about that in the next video. So, see you guys next time. This is J-Man Effect Cosplay. This is Materials and Whatnot, episode 4 or 3, I'm not sure. This is the way to cosplay.